these previews, I still can't read the number on that credit card in your hand on the flight right there.
That's why I got it flipped around so you can't see it. I don't want our viewers to see it either. It's bouncing anyways. Don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, West Virginia preview. Our guy Neil Brown, 5th year at West Virginia, 5-7 in conference, 3-6, 22-25, 14-9 at home, 7-15 away, returning 6 on offense, 7 on defense. Diggs in the portal for 15. Many people are down on this West Virginia team. As a matter of fact, they're part of the last 3 teams of this conference, and shout out to us moving this show along. We're down to the last 3. But on offensive coordinator, first year, Chad Scott, and they keep the same DC from last year. So I don't know. What you think about Neil Brown over here with these West Virginia Mountaineers?
I'm going to say this guy's seat is so hot that they got a branding iron ready to stick him right, and you know what, with it. And then I think this is going to be his last season. I really do. I don't see how he gets 6 wins this year. I really don't. And if they don't get to the bowl game, the funny thing was, I think he's got 2 bowl games. Was it last year? Did he go to the bowl game last year? I think. Let's see. I think they were one of these 5-7 teams that made it to the bowl game, and then the year before he made 6 wins. So, but yeah, I don't see if he doesn't get like 6 wins, better than 6 wins here, I don't see him getting to the bowl, having his job next year. But yeah, he's been up against it his whole career over there at West Virginia. The thing was, when he was at Troy, he was a pretty good coach there. And just when he made the transition to the Big 12, it hasn't been a bed of roses. 22-25. So yeah, he's going to have to. He came in when Dana Holgorsen went to Houston. That was he came in behind him, so he had some shoes to fill there, and it just didn't come to fruition with him. But his biggest win season was six games in 4 seasons. So we'll see. Maybe this could be the year he breaks out, but I don't think he has the talent to do it here. I'm not really high on the squad this season.
Well, he does have Garrett Green, pretty promising guy right there. Was a high recruit. He does return 5 on the O-line, which is what you need to survive sometimes. So if he could get the skill positions to play by committee, brings in big transfer from LSU at tight end, he could be cooking something on the offensive side. It wasn't too shabby last year. 63 points per game, 60 on the rush, 77 on the pass. So they could mix something together and make it happen on the offensive side. But you know how that goes, though. If the defense, can't get them off the field, it's no good. If the offense, does what they're supposed to do. So look at the defense, a whole nother picture right here. Look at the rankings right there. Points per game, 119, rush 69, passing 118. So they got a lot of work to do on defense. The linebacker and the secondary bring back experience, but the D-line brings in a couple transfers. So only time will tell how this team comes together on the defensive side. And that's the part we got to sit around and wait on.
Yeah. I know. The positive thing is the O-line has come completely back. You got all the starters coming back on the O-line. And then I guess the longtime backup, Garrett Green, this guy's small in stature. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. And then I guess he's battling with Nico Mariccioli, I guess his name, 6'1", 225 freshman. So they're saying there's a battle for the quarterback position. So that hasn't been locked up yet. But, the defense, they've been giving up, like you see the number, there's 33 points a game, giving 6 yards a play. So they're going to have to definitely make some adjustments. And then again, we're looking at a division where, it's been like an air raid type offense. So that's why you see those numbers. So without having that secondary and bringing pressure up on the front side, it's like a field day for squads putting points up on them. And they are one of the bottom, like you say, bottom 3 teams in the conference right now. So even with the new guys coming in, the unknown, like you said, be prepared for the unknown. So maybe they move a little bit forward here. Maybe that helps their cause a little bit with the additions of the other teams coming in. But some of the teams that are coming in are prolific offenses, and it might make it even a longer season for this team.
But can they get 5 wins though? Can they get 5 wins on this schedule? 5. They opened up against Penn State. That's a L off top. Then they played Duquesne, Pitt, Texas Tech, TCU. Might get some love with Houston, but Houston might work against them going against Hogerson in that spot. And then, BYU, Oklahoma, Baylor at the end at Baylor. Could be rough for this team. So we got to be hoping right here that Neil Brown keeps the poise together in the team because they're going to have some losses. But to get over 5, if he can coach them up good enough to keep them poised, then they can come away with a few wins late to get over that 5. But it's not worth it to risk it to me. One thing I had to learn when to pick my bum fights, and West Virginia's not a bum fight I want to play with.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to lay low on this one because, like I said, 6 wins. I can see 6 like being the max, and maybe 5 being like a push. So I don't see any really big value in that number. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it could land right on 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It'd be a waste of time.